In the Sontag region, at Weiss Cathedral, an important meeting is underway. Archbishop Goblin, Bishop Wolf, and Cardinal Miller are gathered, waiting for one more person to arrive. The atmosphere is tense as they discuss the challenges in their respective regions. Suddenly, the doors burst open and a young woman rushes in, out of breath. "Sorry I'm late," she exclaims. This is Bishop Arya, the new leader of Ersten Temple in the Deanstark region. He's clearly nervous, her eyes darting around the room as she takes in the stern faces of her colleague. Cardinal Miller begins the meeting, his voice grave. "I'd like to begin by having each region make their report, but first..." He gestures to Arya. "Please introduce yourselves as you make your reports." Arya steps forward, her voice trembling slightly. "It's nice to meet all of you. I am Bishop Annette's replacement. I am Arya of Ersten Temple. Though I lack experience, I appreciate your support." The reports begin. Archbishop Elton from Vierten Temple in the Mittwoch region speaks first. "Peace and calm continue to prevail in my jurisdiction of the Mittwoch region, the Holy Land of lakes and water. We are not experiencing any problem." Bishop Wolf from Dritten Temple in the Samstag region follows. "My jurisdiction of Samstag, the Holy Land of deserts and earth, is way out in the sticks, but we're managing all right. There are frequent conflicts between the dwarves, but it's an everyday occurrence." Then Bishop Yisha from Zweiden Temple in the Donnerstag region delivers some troubling news. "Several days ago, in my jurisdiction of Donnerstag, the Holy Land of forests and wind, an otherworlder went on a rampage and destroyed half the town of Vile. We are currently working to restore the town." This news causes a stir among the gathered leaders. Cardinal Miller raises his hand for silence. "I actually summoned you here today to discuss the Otherworlders. As I informed you in my message, the wrathful Dark Lord was defeated by a group of Otherworlders." The room falls silent as the implications of this news sink in. Cardinal Miller continues. "In light of this, the Pope has decided to seal the magic circles connecting our world to others and cease summoning Otherworlders." But there's more. The 7 Otherworlders who defeated the wrathful Dark Lord have claimed the Dark Lord's lands and become its new rulers, Cardinal Miller reveals. Just recently, the Pope received a declaration from those 7. They claimed, "With our might, we shall transform all the lands of Zauberberg into a utopia." The religious leaders are shocked and distressed by this news. These Otherworlders, once considered saviors, are now seen as threats. Cardinal Miller declares, "Zauberberg has entered a new era, and it is our mission to overcome these difficulties and protect the peace." As the meeting concludes, Bishop Yisha shares some potentially helpful information. "I met a certain Otherworlder in Vale," she says. "He used his gift to send an Otherworlder back to his own world." This news gives them a glimmer of hope that they might have a way to deal with the... Meanwhile, in a different part of Zauberberg, we meet our main character. A group of travelers, including a mysterious man in a coffin, often referred to as Sensei, and his companions, Tama and Annette. They're approaching a town, tired from their journey. "Finally, we get to sleep in beds," Tama exclaims, her eyes bright with excitement. They make their way into town, looking for an inn to spend the night. As they enter the town, they're approached by a young boy with a mischievous grin. "Are you travelers?" he asks. "Interested in some information that will help you on your adventures?" The boy introduces himself as Nier and offers his hero introduction service. Otherworlders are assigned to accompany parties that lack confidence in their skills, providing them with a safe and comfortable journey. He explains, "For just 40,000 Genico, I'll introduce you to an Otherworlder you can vouch for personally."
Hey there, fellow. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I wanted to take a quick moment to ask you what you think of this video so far. If you're liking it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, now's the perfect time to do it. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all my latest videos and updates, and you'll get to see even more awesome content. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Despite some hesitation, particularly from Annette, they agree to pay. Nier promises to bring them a real adventurer and tells them to wait at the inn. At the inn, however, they receive some troubling news from the innkeeper. That kid has never even met an adventurer. She tells them, "There's no way he could introduce you to one. You were fooled by Big Mouth Nier." Annette is distraught at the loss of their money, but there's nothing they can do now. Wait and see if Nier returns. Meanwhile, Nier finds himself in trouble. He's cornered in an alley by a group of men claiming to be otherworlders. "We hear you've been using our name to make a tidy sum," one of them growls. Just as they're about to hurt Nier, a figure appears at the entrance of the alley. It's Sensei, his eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "You shouldn't lie," he says, his voice calm but filled with authority. The fake otherworlders try to intimidate Sensei, but he easily defeats them, revealing his own extraordinary abilities in the process. He then turns to Nier, who's looking at him with a mixture of fear and awe. "Adults are youths who have been betrayed," Sensei tells Nier. "But you're still a child. You're not ready to become an adult yet." With these cryptic words, he leaves Nier to ponder their meaning. The next morning, as our travelers are preparing to leave for Grun, they're surprised to find Nier has joined their party. Trainee swordsman Nier joined the party, Ama announces, much to everyone's surprise. Despite some initial protests, particularly about who has to drag Sensei's coffin, they set off together. As they travel, Sensei suddenly announces, "I want to die." "Huh? What brought that on?" Annette asks, alarmed. "There isn't a day when living isn't painful," Sensei replies, voice flat. As they continue their journey, Tama spots their destination in the distance. "That is Tama's homeland, the city of Grun," she says, her voice filled with excitement. "I haven't been back in ages. I wonder how everyone's doing." Nier, eager to prove his worth, volunteers to get them through the city's checkpoint. "I'm actually a bit famous around here," he boasts. However, as they approach the checkpoint, things don't go as planned. "Don't try to resist, you're all under arrest," shouts a guard, much to everyone's shock. Before they can protest or explain, our travelers find themselves locked up in a cell. "Let us out." "We haven't done anything," Tama cries, rattling the bars. "Oh gods, please save us," Annette calls out, her voice filled with desperation. Sensei, in his typical pessimistic manner, mutters, "There are no gods." As the episode ends, we're left with our main characters in a precarious situation. They're locked up in Grun, Tama's hometown, for reasons unknown. The threat of the otherworlders looms large over the world, while our group faces their own immediate challenges. What will happen to them in Grun? How will they get out of this predicament? And what role will they play in the larger conflicts brewing in this world? These questions linger as we eagerly anticipate the next episode of No Longer Allowed in Another World.